What is going on YouTube? Here today, going to try and give you a little master guide on how to do a hezzy, how to do a shot fake hezzy, the difference between them, and kind of how NBA players use them in certain scenarios to get their shot off and get by that defender. So the first thing I just want to talk about is a regular hezzy and a shot fake hezzy. They're two different things, and what I kind of translate them to the pros is how KD does his hezzy and how Steph Curry does his hezzy. So the KD hezzy is more a dribble and a regular hezzy without kind of like the shot fake one that Kyrie does. So if I demonstrate here, well, KD, he comes down in his left hand a lot of the time and he does his hezzy and gets into his pull. KD doesn't need to fake too much, he's just so much taller than everybody. Get a hezzy defender on the back foot, that's more than enough space for him to shoot. And the Steph Curry shot fake hezzy, you see Steph come down and he'll pop his feet and raise his hand and his eyes to the basket, makes the defender jump to more go by. So there are two different kind of hezzies that we talk about. There's just the regular, come down, or hezzy, pull, or people come down, hezzy and go. The KD hezzy, if we talk about the details and how to get into that, as you come down, what you want to do is you want to plant your lead foot to make it look like you're going to drive, and then you can rise up into a shot. So if I'm coming with my left hand, here, I plant that left foot nice and hard, and it looks like I get into my shot. With my right hand, I'm going to come down, going to plant that right foot nice and hard, then into my shot. Also, if you don't have your shot, after you do the hezzy, you can still continue on and go, right? For the shot fake hezzy, or the Steph Curry hezzy, when we come down, there's a couple important pointers that we need for this to work. As we come down, we want to pop our feet. When I say that, it means our 2 feet want to pop off the ground, just like we're going to get into our shot, right? We're going to pop our feet, we're going to raise our eyes to the basket. We can't do this hezzy while looking at the ground, looking somewhere else. Like, the most important part of the shot fake hezzy is to raise the eyes to the basket, pop the feet, and as much as we can, raise his hand like it's coming up for our shot. So when we're on the move, we're down, pop feet, eyes, hand, all raised, and then we can go left or we can cross over and go right. In our right hand, it's much the same. It's just a bit harder to get that hold, because on my left hand I can kind of keep my hand on the side of the ball. Because the right hand, I'm a right-handed shooter, so I have to kind of keep my hand behind the ball a bit more, which makes it a bit harder for me to hold in that position. That's why you'll see Steph and a lot of players do this hezzy in their left hand, because they're able to keep that hand on the side of the ball a bit more without it being carried. Just want to talk about some of the options that we have on our shot fake hezzy. There's different ways we can get into it. So of course, the most simplest way is just dribble drive, pop straight into it, but the other ones we can do, it works really well off a snatch dribble. If we're going to attack, if we're attacking, we're going to drag back, trying to create separation. And as we drag back, creating that separation, we're going to pop your feet into the hezzy, and then we can go again. That's a good one because the snatch creates that separation from the defender, which they think we're going to shoot, so we can go for our shot fake hezzy, and then we can go straight by as they jump or come out of their stance. Now, that's much the same with any other snatch. We can go behind the back, hezzy, go. You can kind of attack, drag, dribble, hezzy, go, all those ways. But you want to make sure when you do these, you pop your feet, you raise your hand, and you raise your eyes to the basket. The 3 most important points to make the defender think you're going to shoot and to pull this off. Another couple of ways we can get into it. You can drag dribble or slide dribble. So we can be here on the bounce, and we're going to slide, raise our eyes, see how my feet will come like this. It's not the best way to do it, but as we drag, pop your feet, and then go. Obviously, I'm over-exaggerating all of these holds as I do this, so a lot of it is carry as I'm demonstrating, but I just want to overemphasize the positioning and how we want to look when we do this. Now, what I tell our athletes when I'm coaching, when you do the hezi, especially the shot fake hezi, you want to look like someone's hit the pause button on you, right? So as you're coming, it's like pause, go. And as you're training, you want to overemphasize this so it's easy to do. If you're doing the hezi way too fast and it just looks like you're having a twitch, it's not really going to work, and you're not going to pull this off. You got to think slow, fast, fast, slow. You got to have a change of speed, and that's the whole point of the hezi, is a change of speed, right? Whether you're doing the KD hezi or you're doing the shot fake hezi, it's all about a change of speed, change of direction. The one that KD does for his KD hezi a lot, you've seen he's either in his left hand or he'll go right to left, crossover, hezi, pull, right? So he's going to come down, right hand, swing, a little shake and pull. You see how it's in the body, boom, shake, step, as you get that heavy step, pull. Maybe one more demo. Right hand in between, shake, pull, right? If I demonstrate a punch step back or just a punch dribble, right? There's a couple differences. So I come down, I go punch, bring it back, and then go. If I want to get into a step back off the punch, I punch, step on my right, fake it, and then I'm off, right? You do the same thing in the right hand. And then again, if you don't want to punch with your left foot, then you come down your left hand, you step back, raise your eyes, raise your hand, and go, just for a step back. If I go again, attack with my left hand, plant that right foot, step back, feel like I'm going to shoot, and then I'm off again. All of these you can also cross and go back the other way, right? So I'll come down, step back, raise it, cross and go this way. There's multiple ways to go. It's good to practice both, because obviously a defender can jump this way or this way when you do this move, so you have to be able to comfortable of going left or right out of our shot fake hezi. And it's quite simple just to throw the ball down to go the other direction, or just the same to continue on left. I was talking about snatch, we talked about step back, punch. A good way to get into it that I see a lot of coaches teaching these days is the misdirection, just because you can gather your feet as you do this. So if I'm here and I go like this, come this way, in my right hand I go left to right between the legs, misdirection and bounce this way, creates my separation, makes the defender lunge forward, especially if I raise my eyes, raise my hands, if I shot fake hezi. So I'm here, all I need to do is put the ball between my legs and bounce the other way with my 2 feet to make my feet pop, like I've been talking about. So feet pop, other direction, and then go. If I go to my left hand, which makes it a bit easier to hold, over here, feet pop, go. Raise your eyes, raise your hand, pop your feet. Go. It's a lot easier to cross over on this one, just because I'm going this direction already. So the defender's probably coming from this way, so it's a lot easier to cross over and beat them. If I go that way, I'm probably just running back into them. So they're the options for our hezis, our KD hezi and our Steph Curry shot fake hezi. I hope I've explained that, the differences of those, and explained how to do them. Any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them, happy to clarify anything I've said. But the main things, if I hit the main points once again, KD hezi, make sure you heavy step with that front foot, whether it's left or right, heavy step into the pull, right, heavy step into the pull. And then the shot fake hezi, make sure you pop your feet, raise your opposite hand that's not on the ball, and raise your eyes, right? All being square. All right, so I'm now going to try and give some demonstrations of these moves into shots, just so you can see them in game pace, game like reps, understand the differences of what I'm talking about, and I try and point out the things I'm doing in the moment when I break it down. Hope that gives you some good demos of the KD Hezi pull and the Steph Curry shot fake Hezi. That's what you're checking out. Peace.